All right, so today we've got legends of the game. We're going to speak authentically. We're going to speak truth about leadership, right? So we have Shokwe Mashaba, SA Futsal National Team Captain. We have, I don't even need to introduce him, Benson Mhlongo, legend.
So you have to introduce me, but you don't have to.
I think that's why now we need you to at least be champion futsal.
Yeah, it's a big industry. Yeah.
You start your skill. I think there must be something be done. So I think you champion that.
So after this show, I'll be the real one before you.
Yeah.
A small version of
A small version of a bigger game. Yeah. So I think what, having looked at your profile, Shokwe, what stunned me the most was that you've been national futsal captain for 16 years. That is somebody's life from zero to teenagehood. How do you firstly remain consistent in your leadership? Because I mean, this is at national level. There's teams coming in and out, or players coming in and out, coaching staff coming in and out. Just take us through that entire process. How do you? Because for me, it's mind-boggling that even as you were growing up in that 16 years, from that young age to where you ended up, you were still captain. So how does that work?
You know, I'll be emotional to answer that because I've been a leader since my life. I'm still a leader. I mean, a man is a leader inside his house, everywhere he goes, because you're representing your family. So for me, I don't know, I grew up in a leadership house. My father was a leader. My granny was a leader, you know, in positions where they were. And I think I've inherited that from them. My mom also in netball. So I think maybe I inherited that from them and then turned up to be that person I am. And for all these years, my brother, you know, it's pressure to be a leader.
Yeah.
People will take it simple. I mean, you become them and you become you yourself again. Because there will always come, players will always come and compete to you. For the coach, for the manager, and playing with all different generations is difficult.
Can you imagine?
I had to lead guys like Bokat.
Yeah, I mean you were our captain since we were kids.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you and I, we were rivals at some point, and then we became teammates with Thabo Brazil. And I think for me, I already, even as a rival, I saw your leadership skills because, you know, when we are rivals, I mean, I used to have a lot of fights with Pius, right? Before we became teammates, and every time we would fight on the pitch, not the referee, not the coaches, not the other players, it was always you who would always come to separate us. You know, so that sense of responsibility, obviously I saw it from a very young age, and because we were friends, I respected you even more for that, because it's very rare to see amongst a group of boys somebody that stands out as a leader.
And I remember I had to, like I was saying, to be a leader to older guys. That for me, I would thank Post, you know, Poma Faye. He was our coach that made me to be knowing my, you know, true potential of being a leader. It was natural, man. He didn't give me problems. It came within.
So 16 years just flew by for you, innocent nicks.
It was difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times where, you know, in futsal I had to before the AFCON in Egypt. In Libya. In Libya. So I had to guide guys like this boy who was very young. It was his first flight ever.
Wow.
Yeah, you know him. Yes. His first flight going there and playing for his national team for the first time. So I had to guide him. I need to play.
Yeah.
And we have guys like that have been playing futsal for all their years, and it's new for us to play in Libya. So for me, that's when I started to see, I know, it's my thing.
Yeah.
Let me be a father to this boy, what I needed a father.
Yeah.
In the same scenario, you understand? So I think for me to be a captain, my brother, it took my whole life to be where it is.
So what about changing of coaching staff? I mean, we are talking SAFA level here. I mean, coaches come and go like the way we change our socks. How do you deal with that type of change? And how do you deal with the consistency of your teammates to make sure that whoever new is coming in follows the status quo that the team is following? You know what I mean? When there's a new coach, now you have to adhere to his methods or his way of managing the team, and you now have to adjust your leadership as well. How did you manage that?
We were fortunate enough in terms of coaching.
Okay.
Changing of coaching. You know, we used the coach for about 8 years.
Oh wow, okay.
Who was also helping out at Cape Town to know about the game, you know. And then it changed when we were hosting the AFCON in what you call Ellis Park. The arena.
Yes.
Yeah, then they brought in the international coach, which is Joao Pinto. And I was expecting our coach to be assistant in order to... So Joao Pinto is from Portugal. So the guy came and then he expected everything to be at that level in terms of understanding futsal. And there's guys that are coming from Limpopo who are still new in the game. So you had to come and say, okay, now I'm taking this call. So in dealing with that changing of coaches, for me it wasn't a difficult situation because where I play, I went to Italy, I was different coach. Come here, different coach. I go there, but they'll still see the leadership in you. But now maybe I'm vocal a lot. And then the guys
you are. Even on the pitch.
And the guys will listen.
If I make a dribble and then it doesn't go right, you're the first one.
And I wasn't fortunate enough to say to Benson, hey, man, don't do that. To say that to him, to say, hey, man, don't do this. So in that, I'll say management only. That's the difficult part of me. Because we used to this manager managing the team. And then he comes and you know the SAFA situation. You'll get paid. The other one was always on point. For me, coaches wasn't. But now the players
it was more the management.
Say, hey, Shocks, we haven't got our salaries. You know your phone. You have, I don't want to mention, you have a girlfriend next to you, and then the phones are the islands, teammate, they're complaining about money. Money hasn't been there. You understand? So the leadership part for me in all these years was only the money issue. And qualifying for World Cup was for me, Eish, was the biggest thing that I wanted it to happen especially for the sport. Leadership wasn't,
it's not easy.
For me, make it easier while it was difficult. You come up with a solution towards it, you know, a big role like that. He will tell you also, maybe in a different scenarios. For me, at futsal, it was a new game.
And you're coming from 11 aside, obviously.
Coming from 11.
So you have to adjust. Even the players that are selected, some come from 11 aside, they have to adjust. Okay.
You understand?
So for me, it's not the same.
Pardon?
It's not the same. Aside and futsal.
No, it can't be the same. It's fundamentally the same, but the way you play is not going to be the same.
You say you have to adjust. Is it like an indoor?
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like, what is it, 5-a-side?
5%.
Yeah.
So indoor is still 5%.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's
What's
also
the difference?
the difference is futsal, the ball goes out.
It goes up.
It goes out. It's a field.
It's a field, it's an actual field, yeah.
A side field.
Yes.
Yeah, the ball goes out.
Okay.
But it can play in an arena
Okay.
where the ball can go all the way far where you cannot get it. Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah,
It's a
type
basketball,
of
But it's
thing.
5%.
Yeah.
It's 5%.
Do you have special soccer boots or special shoes?
Yes.
So that is it on the tar? Basketball surface is slippery. Do you have
Yes, even us, it's a court like that.
a court like
Yeah. So I'll show you something. You know, before we play, as we were smart, we used to put a coke. You know the coke on the floor.
Oh,
What
to make
does
it
do
sticky
Yes.
when it dries out.
Yes. When it dries up, you understand?
Wow.
There's also thinking about, okay, what can we do if we are about to sleep? So we'll put coke behind the
Wow.
and step on it. There's a towel and wipe yourself again.
Oh.
When you go, it is
Yes, yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine you get that pass and you stick on this one.
Damn.
Your opponent, when you just move it a little bit, what does it happen?
Of course, he's going to slip,
Go
man.
slip.
Yeah, because
so now you're in control. So, but you have to guard against those things. You understand? You
Right.
have to come up with
with these
just like
different ideas, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when it's raining on the 11 side, you have to wear longer studs
Yeah.
so that you don't
So
slip.
we play with squash shoes.
Oh, okay, yes. Those rubber,
Rubber thing. Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah, they're designed for that. And they will be rated futsal.
wow.
You understand? So, like he's saying, I love how he asked, what is it?
What is the difference? Yeah.
And there's lots of people that they don't know that. And we try to make it to say, no.
So from my example, for me, when I play indoor, the adjustment or difference I see is that at the small-sided games, you get to turn more, you get to do sprints more, so your joints have to be strong. Your back has to be strong because there's not a moment where you are stopping. Whereas in 11-a-side, if you are right wing and the ball is on the left wing, you are jogging or walking, right? Up until the ball gets into the play of your area. Whereas in indoor, we used to say there's no positions in indoor.
Yeah, the ball doesn't go out.
Yeah, there's no positions. And we man mark, man on man, because it's 5v5. So if there's one person of the opponent that's loose, and you are the one that's not marking, the whole team is going to see it's you. So that's what, and I think later on in the years when we were growing up, coaches started to implement the small-sided game thing in training sessions to allow us to be able to play between the lines, quick passing, one pass, two touch. For me, I think that's where the difference is. Because with 11-a-side, I mean, I can play a 90-minute 11-a-side now, but I can't play a 90-minute indoor. My lungs will scream.
It's not even 90, it's 40 minutes.
Yeah,
And imagine now, 20 minutes, right?
exactly.
As soon as the ball, I was explaining, as soon as the ball goes out, stoppage.
So you play for the full 20.
Full 20.
Yeah, per
Ball
half.
goes out, stoppage. Now, in 90 minutes of football, it goes out there.
It goes out.
The keeper says, sit down.
Yeah.
Hey. And then time at all. For us, there's no time at all.
It's 20, that's it.
But it's stoppage.
Yeah.
You come with your treat, stop the time.
And that's what they try to implement now with the 11-a-side game.
Yeah. So now there's more action going.
Yeah.
The ball
Okay.
goes out, there's more of a stoppage. So you have to keep the ball in. Now, in that part you were raising to say futsal it has been a good feeder to 11-a-side.
Yeah.
Play small side game all your sessions and tell me when they go there.
Yeah, we used to do that under floating bed. Small-sided games all the time. And once you are in match scenario, to play between the lines, to play with your teammate being marked by a man, simple. because it was easy for you to play a wall pass, play a 1-2. Fred used to say, disguise your pass. So you'd be looking at that guy, but you're passing this guy.
But he has to be there.
He has to be there. And it comes from that small-sided game scenario where, if I'm on this point of the pitch, I must at least have two options. And then it's up to me now, okay, who do I choose to pass depending on how we are trying to move forward.
Okay.
But
I hear you guys.
Yeah.
I think I must open up a school of understand what you're doing before you do it. But I'll explain that later, it's fine. I'm still fascinated by what I hear, and I think we're behind in terms of implementing things. That's why we fall short in qualifying for World Cup, we fall short in qualifying for AFCON, or we fall short from winning it. Then people will say 96. I think I have an answer why 96 squad made it. I think I have an answer from what I hear from the captain, Mr. Mashaba.
Please, share.
It's futsal.
Were those guys playing futsal at the time?
Those guys were playing in the assemblies. Those guys were playing on the streets.
Oh yeah. That's how we grew up playing.
Because we coming from that generation.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Now this generation, there's no street soccer anymore. There's no soccer at school. Assemblies is just a square. We have assemblies. It's a small place.
Yeah, very small. Yes.
You play 3v3,
exactly.
4v4.
Yeah.
So we're coming from that generation. That's why people are still saying we play better football. I'm saying no, we prepared ourselves better. That's why we could play better.
And you love the game more.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
That is actually true.
It makes sense why Brazil, they've got skillful players, because of
Futsal.
Soccer, futsal. Unfortunately, we, as a leader, you must investigate, make your case study first. Make your case study why other countries do better, why they produce better players. Yes, we had a blueprint, which is 96. We can talk about the late Shoes Mushweo. You'll find him at Edenvale playing what? Indoor. You will never miss indoor. I used to play with him.
And that's funny because even when I was in high school, I actually started to play squash. Not because I loved squash, but I understood that it's a confined space. Because I'm a striker, I need to know, I need to know how to turn quickly, how to, you know what I mean? So it makes sense when you say guys like the late John Shoes would be playing indoor, and that kind of thing.
Until he passed away.
Wow.
Mr. Shoes didn't retire. We made him retire. Instead of asking him to teach us how to develop players that can be better than him or like him. And now, as we were watching the funeral of the late Mangosuthu Telezi, our father, only now we get to know what really did for us. Why don't we know while
they're still alive?
And have a session with him and ask him those questions. Like we now, I think at UNISA they have those sessions with the former president Rombeck. Why don't you do it in sports? Well, why don't we
have those things called lectures, right? They have those things called lectures.
Why don't we have a session with Caster Smith? She must tell us what was she going through, what's happening. So I think now we have to educate. And now listen to Mr. Mashaba saying it was hard to be a captain. I'm saying if I was a Makwe, fat cakes.
Yeah.
Depends on how much fish oil is in the pot. How much oil is there?
Okay.
Some fat cakes will have too much fat.
Yeah.
Some will be very nice.
And if you sprinkle some flour on them, some will have even less.
The cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why schools? We have categories of schools. We have Crawford. We have St. Gideon's. You take students from there. Their thinking and understanding of things are different. It's where you come from. Now, all the leaders are the same. They come from one pot. He says, Mr. Mashaba says now, my mother, captain in the ball. Same with mine. That taught me. My father, late George Lewis, a guitar man, they sing, the songs he wrote. That's a bloodline. Same.
So leadership is in the blood.
Everything, where you come from,
Right.
your environment designs you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look, take a child from the township, send him overseas, scholarship. After 5 years, he won't talk the same as a township boy.
That's true.
That is why, I don't want to go to apartheid, that is why we are confined in a place where there's poverty, there's no opportunities, so that we cannot think out of the box.
This place called the township.
Yes, we can't think out of the box.
It was a modern concentration camp.
So we compete against each other, so there's too much jealous.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
But now, when you meet people that have different mindset, they design you. He knew why he has to help. It comes with it. Guys, if you want to say, Jesus Christ, a person that had power to save himself, a person that knew this day will come, but he did nothing because he's a leader. His job was to help. You know, when you're a leader, your
job is to serve.
So Jesus Christ was teaching the leadership to say, when you lead, you want to bleed. Because you must show with your scars for the next person to understand that I have to get injured or I have to go through difficult things to make it. So if you say you lead, what are you leading if you can't show? So when bad things or tough things happen to us, we don't understand them because we still want to live life. No, we are leaders. Now, if they say, are you strong? Break this wall. Who must show? The leadership. You must break it first. So
that's why
it must happen to you first.
That's why in battle, it's the leader who leads the front lines.
Not pointing out.
Not pointing out. Yeah. You must lead by example.
Yes.
So now cowards, they say you must lead from behind.
Those are cowards.
Remember, we can write a book.
Yeah.
But the intention of the book, the author is the only one that understands the intentions. So as a human being, you must think twice. To say, if now we say a good leader, you lead from behind. Okay, let's go to let's go to a river. Let's say there's gold or diamonds. Will the leader be behind?
He'll most likely be in front.
He wants to.
Yeah, he wants to be the first to get to. Yeah.
And he will hide it.
And he will hide it first. Yes. He's like, okay, gents, please come.
Sort yourself out.
Now you only lead from behind when you want someone to test the waters. But when we know these fruits in front, we always go in front. So we cowards. Those are not leadership. Leadership are people that says, let it happen to me first.
Before it happens to somebody else. Yeah. Because we have that type of attitude in our football fraternity, where when we get to the river and there's gemstones, now the leader that was at the back now wants to quickly go to the front. Case in point, Banyana, FIFA, Safa Saga. Before FIFA said, we've got money for bonuses for Banyana Banyana, nobody was saying anything. Nobody was taking the bull by the horns and said, look, our girls need support, our girls need this. As soon as FIFA said, all women's teams will be paid by FIFA, press conference or whatever they did, Danny Jordan already in front. Gatekeeping. So what you guys, you are saying a leader leads from the front. Why do we have cowards in our football fraternity?
I don't know if I should start.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. There's a place here in Johannesburg where SAFA started saying, okay, this is where we're going to be camped. And Funville. It's a new place, they're building fields. I remember after this AFCON, you touch a point. Yeah, there, I stood up like a captain, a leader, and for myself. That was the first time I felt like, okay, now if I eat a brick, let it be. If it comes back, let it start with me again. Right. Remember these players that in futsal, they're not playing professional. They earn from daily jobs, where they took their leaves.
Oh yeah, it takes leave so that he can go and play.
Go and represent his country. Imagine that.
And that used to happen even in the professional leagues back in the early 90s when we were back in the international sports, where I remember one of the keepers who used to play for Wits, he was a teacher. So because games were weekends at that time, it's easy for him. He can go to the game, but during the week, he's at school, he's teaching.
There's certain times, you understand? So that happens to futsal.
Okay.
Now, remember, you preparing. There's an international coach, Pinto, saying, I need these boys for the whole 2 months. And representing your country in that 2 months.
No, the John Vito is what the international.
Yeah,
the international coach.
So our local coach didn't want 2 months. They just go and play.
No, a month or 2 weeks to prepare.
A month or 2 weeks.
Yeah, because of he understand it to say, no, they won't be paid for sitting.
Oh, so he understands the dynamic. That they have other jobs.
Yeah, remember,
wait, Mr. Mashaba. He understands the dynamics or he compromises.
Okay, there is compromising and understanding.
Remember now you get old.
Yeah.
Now look at it and say, was he understanding or was he compromising himself and the team? Because without preparation, what do you want?
What do you have?
So I'm taking my hands off for him. You are sacrificing.
Exactly, I'm going to that part. So now he understands and compromising for himself and the team, knowing that a 2-week leave, you'll get paid something that you have lost.
Yeah.
Now you are there for 2 months, and you're not in the team. Imagine that, Jose, you Benson Mhlongo, you're working at clientele, for example. You sacrifice your job, taking a leave. Ria comes and says, okay, I'm not selecting you to be part of this team, and you lost a month already. Are you going to be paid for those?
And that's annual leave, yeah.
Yes.
Without pay.
Now,
damn.
Imagine you go, you get to be selected, right? All this time, yeah? And they tell you after the AFCON, because you didn't qualify, you're not going to get paid.
Because you didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be paid just for participating? Because you're representing a national team.
You have to fight for it. And then that's when I stood up to say, no. You understand? If he comes from wherever he comes from, Portugal, and he's here to work, he's going to get paid. Yes.
So whether he qualifies or not. Exactly. So
futsal was under SAF.
It was under SAF, yes.
So
it's still under SAF.
Wait, the SAF that I paid for.
Yeah.
The very same SAFA you played for. The very same SAFA that.
Remember, we talked about futsal. I didn't know this futsal would come. I didn't know we had a national team.
There you go.
Honestly, I didn't know we had a national team.
And imagine, we're using the same facilities.
So
Us, everything.
You guys, Bafana Bafana.
Yes, we used to go to the same bus.
So
The same bus as they're using, Bafana bus.
So I didn't know. So
Wow.
what's happening to him happened to us, happened to Banyana.
Banyana, yeah.
And I'm sorry. The leadership must change, man.
So now,
It's time for them to change. No, it's time for them to change, man.
But we've been crying for this change for a very long time, and not to cut you off, we'll get back to your point. The problem is that all we do is talk, and whenever somebody or people who want to take leadership, they get gatekept again. Case in point, Real Edwaba.
Listen.
And that's just one case.
Listen, I'm ANC. And maybe this is what will be my second platform to say it. I'm thinking of joining EFF. not because I'm fighting ANC, but I need things to be implemented. Maybe we must share the burden.
Yeah.
Maybe EFF will help us. Things must change. Look, things must change. We've got kids. Things must change, man.
So coming back to so then you are going through the same thing as that Benson is going through, the same thing as Banyana are going through. I mean, clearly there's a pattern here, right? And you guys were even PSL players. So you guys were almost run by two entities. There's SAFA, there's PSL. I don't know if there was a professional futsal league.
There was a league, right? That was Saifa, ran it. Futsal Association. Now, we used to have those kind of league games where I was representing OBC.
Right.
There will be teams from Cape Town.
Yeah.
Your Titans, like that. And so we used to play like that, and then we'll fly to Cape Town and play, right, for the weekend. Play two teams from Cape Town, and then come back. Now, it happened when there will be a major tournament with the national team. It was in run. We have 4 years. And then 2 years of futsal will be missing.
Sure.
And then the last 2 years, because
it's a tournament.
so after then
All of a sudden.
comes back in, and then we prepare.
So it's clear that there were budgets for this league.
Yes.
Because the futsal fraternity is under SAFA. So there will be budgets for it, right?
There wasn't a PSL
For futsal.
for futsal.
But there was a budget from SAFA. Now, you say you were coming in and out
Yes.
of leagues.
Yeah.
How does it happen that all of a sudden there's 1.5 years to the AFCON, you have to qualify now, all of a sudden there's a new league? How does that work? How do you where do the teams come from? How do you even
The teams will.
you understand?
Franchises will always be there.
I think we don't take this sport seriously.
But we consider ourselves as a football country.
It's time that the head must be somebody that played the game, that understand the pain. You don't just make it through. For you, when you reach PSL, there's sacrifice that you've done with your life. If people think it's love it, no, there's sacrifice. You lose friends. You lose family to make it. That is why most of talented guys can't make it. Because they have to choose.
They have to choose.
You've got 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
You've got 12 hours a day. You go to school, 2 o'clock, half of the hours are gone. Then you decide, do I go to training
Or do I go home?
or do I go home?
Damn. And when we were kids, my father used to, even wait outside for me. Why are you late? Because I chose to go to training instead of going home. So we were already burdened by such a difficult decision already.
At the young age.
Wow. I didn't see it that way.
Who stood up for us? I still say Mpoma Fire. Made us, no matter how difficult the situation is, we love going there.
Yeah.
And we'll come back as better humans.
Better people, yeah.
As better humans. We laughed out there. We made friends there. But he stood in front of our parents. This was their
talent, yeah.
You understand? That person, for me, made us to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going there after school. And remember when we go to our school training sessions, no one complained when we come late because it was a school. But when it was a club, that was a problem.
Oh.
I didn't understand why. You understand? But it was school. We'll come back late. He's from school. Now I ended up going with my bag to training.
Oh, so they can think that you come from school. Oh my God.
I'm going from a club.
Yeah, wow. No, this must change. You know, I was listening to, let's say, GBV. Who's committing it?
Man.
Women or men?
Are you asking for an opinion or are you asking for what's out there?
Who's committing it?
Well, the general consensus is it's men.
Not generally, it is men.
Okay. Somebody might say it's both men and women.
Yeah, women can do it emotionally, understand?
Yeah.
But if you can be taught to walk away, we can.
That's a world of a difference. Yeah.
Who's when you drive around? Who's by the stop signs, robots? Who's there? Who's there? It's men.
Yeah.
It's men. Why? We are a nation that neglected sport. Sport gives you a healthy lifestyle. Your thinking capacity becomes better. Sports makes a human being become better because it teaches you decision making at the early stage. We've neglected sport. During apartheid, sport took us through our difficult times. During apartheid, that's why football was big.
Because that was the one place where you can go and
relax, breathe in, rethink things, decide what you want to do with your life. Now we've neglected sport. I was watching Olympics. Who's our best 100-meter sprinter?
Akani Sindan.
Was he the world?
Simbine. Sindan.
Was he running there for the World Cup?
World champs, yeah.
World champ? He's alone. So only one.
Before him, it was weight.
Weight is 400.
He's the only one.
That's the only one I know. Where's the others?
What's our population?
And we are 60 million. It goes back to my question to say, we claim to be a football country of 60 million.
No, we're not claiming to be a football country. We're still living with the hard work of Chomoso.
So was Peter right in saying that we're not a football country?
We're not. We just holding on to our legends about Chomoso. People that made it, we just hold on to their names.
But then
those were football people.
But Benson, when you drive through the township, any township in the country, there is a culture of football. A huge culture of football.
Where does it end?
Well, fair enough. It depending on where you are. I mean, we come from Valcom. We didn't. Well, you went somewhere with your football. Some of us didn't get anywhere.
Sometimes I wish I was born in the rural area so that I was not going to play this game.
Reason being?
You play. You want to go to a World Cup, and the system where now you believe now it's suffer destroys your preparation, destroys your mindset.
That goes to what I was saying with futsal. we want to qualify for a major World Cup. That's where I'm still saying, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll qualify as a coach. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I want it.
Qualify as what?
As a coach.
As a coach.
If they don't give you resources, how?
That's where I'm going. I'm like, okay, if there's no change, I wish every PSL team can have a franchise of
a futsal team.
Then we start there and say, okay.
But it's the same thing that we've been speaking about. Carlos Pereira.
We have franchise, then when you have to represent the country,
it will be different.
So
okay, now I'm saying we as OBC, we were different from a team, Val Blizzard, right? Val Blizzard, they will meet once a week and prepare for the game. Remember, they are being not funded in a way that they'll have a transport.
To travel to games.
How it was different was Bafana Bafana is going through the same
thing. Yeah, I know. I'm saying in terms of futsal. I know in terms of PSLS, but I'm asking in terms of futsal. Yeah, if things can just be a little bit different compared to my scenario when I was playing. My time.
Mr. Mashaba, we are old now. Why we still want things to be thrown to the same people?
Okay, now we have.
I've said when you started, I wish you can now. You know, if I had money, I was responsible to open that league.
I know.
Why you want the same people to start something that at the end the same problems. Let's wait with futsal. Let us sort out ladies league.
Yeah.
I was gonna come there.
Still working for sport futsal. Let them. Why can't the league?
Exactly.
Ladies league has sponsors and still think they can do something with futsal. Come.
So when Carlos Pereira,
I'm just saying, if you have 16.
Okay, you'll just keep rolling, yeah, with the audio. Carlos Pereira, when he came to coach here, he said that he's astonished that PSL teams don't have B teams, right? So, for example, in Spain, there's B teams, Barcelona B, Real Madrid B. In England, there's Man City under 21s, etc., right? I remember we used to have a reserve league, right?
Which is your DSTV now.
Which is your DSTV now.
DSTV.
The Disky Challenge.
Yeah, Disky Challenge.
Right? Now, if every PSL club had first team men's, B team, let's say we can call it under 23 team or reserve team, ladies team, and then academy.
And
futsal. Right? So men's, reserve, women's, futsal, academy.
That one I can come in. Financially, I think our teams don't have that much.
Well, they get subsidies.
We need from where?
From the PSL?
That's the money that they get from a main sponsor, and they give those teams grant. 2 million, what can you do with 2 million?
Yeah, I agree, it's not a lot. So the reason I say that they get subsidies is because
private sectors must come in, or we don't have people that market the teams enough. I don't know, but honestly, there's no money. I've been a coach in South Africa. I've been a coach in the PSL, and I've been a coach for Vodacom. What are we crying about? Bafana Bafana, it's more like money.
So now that is what I'm saying.
Everything needs money to be run, to have a good academy, good facilities. You need maintenance. It's money. I think, I don't know, maybe we don't market it enough. Or because I don't know why it's not like that.
We see sponsors all the time. I mean, Absa came through, NetBank, Telcom, now DSTV.
No, wait.
No, SA.
No, that's what. Wait.
Commercial entities are
No, it's not that way.
Okay.
Not that way. This one, I had a privilege to work for Pirates. I used to have that mindset. So there's money. Only find out is that we have a major sponsor, okay, where that money goes to teams. Every month, a grant of 2 million, 1.5 goes to teams. And then Telkom only sponsor for the period of their own tournament. Then what? You understand? Only the period. And you still have, we have referees, we have stadiums to take. Remember, we don't own our own stadium. We have to pay stadiums, we have to pay securities. So we're not like other teams where their stadium belongs to them. Whatever revenue comes back to them. So that's why I said thanks God for giving me an opportunity to go and coach in Pirates. Because I used to not understanding the chairman said about chairman is man. Until I'm there, until I knew what you do MTC, how much. Remember when they say they pay you 20,000? It's after tax.
Okay.
When you go to development, guys, we're coming from that era, you know. That era is not nice. We have communities and society that doesn't have transport, man. So you must provide transport for each and every soul. So that, and now when they go back home, we must deliver them.
So do the clubs then not try to get sponsors for themselves to manage the financial burden?
That's where now, unfortunately, I didn't do marketing. That's where now I said, maybe we don't do enough marketing or the private sector don't love the sport. We can talk, but remember there's private sector. And money is like with private sector.
Again,
maybe private sector, they don't like sport because you watch rugby. Rugby, they go to World Cup, how? So it's sponsoring rugby.
Exactly my point, because they want to see the result. Everyone wants to see the result. Okay, let's take it for example, Chiefs. Nike, they didn't see result, they pulled out. They went to rugby. Rugby is bringing results. Nice market for them to be.
I don't think they might pull out. Okay. What you used to do when you play? There's Coke. You step on Coke and then yes. Every time you must. That's how I used to beat them when I was playing for other teams, Pirates and Chiefs. Every time when there's a drought of cups, they go back to their old kit and old design.
Yes, you're actually right. Yeah. Even Pirates.
Why is that?
They're trying to bring back that.
What do you call?
See now, there's a ghost in front.
What you call something that you believe in? What you say? If you believe in something, if I believe when I walk out of the door, I must step up with my right foot.
Yes, superstitious. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we had coaches. I remember I had a coach that during training, during the week, he'll wear whatever he wants. But at a game, it's the same t-shirt, the same cap.
We have coaches like that.
Yes.
Same pink cloth.
Yeah.
Cloth was wearing what? Pink. And that guy who coached Cameroon and Senegal, he's wearing white. He has that superstition. I mean, when you step on the field, be honest. Were you jumping on the right or left? Did you notice that?
No, when I tie my soccer boot, I must start with my left one. If I start with my right one, I take them off, I walk, then I come back to them.
You understand? Wow. Yeah, so there are superstitions.
Right.
Yeah, even me, I had my own one.
Yeah.
I can't start with my jersey one.
Yeah.
Putting on. Yeah. I start with my socks. Right? Shorts.
Yeah.
Jersey one.
Yeah.
Then I go to my futsal shoes.
Yeah.
Boots. I can't put them first. I had to wear everything first, and then I would.
But
But
it's sort of a ritual that you
Yeah.
go through.
But I wasn't tying my things there. I tied them in the field of play. When you go to a session, where do you tie your boots? In that field, right? But while we tie them in the dressing room, I had that thing. I said, this is not where I'm supposed to be tying my shoes.
I must tie it on the pitch. Yeah, when I'm about to get down. Yeah, okay.
I had his also superstition. I always started with my left. There was a time I was in Mill Park. This Chokwe Bigwan, you know, Chokwe Bigwan was 120.
Yeah.
It was Ninja or
I think at the time it was Ninja who was
we
the
went
captain.
to
Yeah.
watch. FNB. We went to watch. Brigger Post took us. We went to watch Ajax against Pirates. You remember the Ajax that won the Hoffman's Cup?
Ah, yes.
And, yeah.
Was that the Steven Pinar Ajax?
Yeah, I was sitting next to Steven Pinard.
Before they went
I was
to.
sitting next to the national team.
Yeah.
I'm still young.
Yeah.
Those under 20, Ninja.
Yeah.
Your Joseph Makanya. That under 20 team that was coached by Palicious, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very good team.
I was sitting next to that side, to them.
Yeah.
I tied my shoe. Kanti Chumabikwan was tying his shoe also.
Okay.
They ended up winning at Mill Park final.
Okay.
And his celebration was
Tying the shoe.
I was like, hey man, what is happening here? I gave someone something to do. Or was it a superstition thing?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
But he ended up, I still wished when I went to Cape Town, to my grandmother's place, they told me Chocolate Bigwan stays there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was communicating with someone who knew me. I didn't know
Yeah.
that we stay not far from each other, NY38. So
Yeah.
we say that. I was like, okay, maybe my family, they're always telling me, there's a boy there. He stays in Malcolm or Joburg. You understand the point? And I never knew the guy
Yeah.
until that day to say, hey, I'm telling you, now that look, he's telling me. He's like, you know those telepathical love? When you talk to someone, not realizing they know you, and you know them, you respect them. He was in Holland that time.
Okay.
He was playing in Holland. I'm like, what? The next thing I was in camp with them in under 23. Like, okay, but he never pitched up. He never came to that camp with Shokwe Mashaba.
That was a good omen then. A very good omen.
Good omen. Like, I never took it away. When I watched the final on TV, the guys won. The under 20 that time. Yo, goosebumps. You understand? But again, superstitions. And I never took it back. I always tied in the field. Because remember what I did there? It was on the field.
On the field, yeah. Not outside, yeah.
I never looked back with that. I think that was something that if I was not aware of it, I couldn't have done it. But it made me aware at that time.
You realize that, okay.
And I never got injured. I never, ever since. No mbuzi, no nothing, no spanda, no. Only there.
Touches up.
So these I mean you spoke about rugby, you mentioned rugby, and you talking about the commercial guys are not coming into football because there's no results. We're not winning the World Cup. We're not winning the AFCON. We're not qualifying. The stadiums are empty. We're not. In my view, I stopped going to the stadium because I felt the quality of the football being played by the PSL teams is not good enough. So why waste my hard-earned money to go watch something that is not appealing to me?
Priya, yesterday, I won't say a lie. Yesterday, I was talking to him, he even laughed at me. Yesterday, took my girlfriend, we go. The tickets, I was given 2 tickets to watch Kaizer Chiefs, right?
Right.
And Royal AM.
Right.
The ticket says 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
DSTV, fortunately, my girlfriend saw that. 5:15. And I sent her the picture to say the tickets are here,
Right.
2.
Yeah.
You know, when she said, 8 o'clock, let me relax also. I relaxed also. 6 6 o'clock, I called her. Hey, are you ready? I'm coming to pick you up. Yeah, she's ready. She saw on DSTV. She's telling me on the way. We are halfway to the stadium to say, hey man. But I saw DSTV saying,
This game
is live at 5:15.
But the ticket says 8 o'clock.
The ticket is saying 8 o'clock. Okay, sure. I'll see you with the traffic. I know there have to be a traffic going into the stadium. It's quiet. All the cars are packed. There's whatever is happening. I'm asking the car guard, Eba, what's happening? When did the game start? He says, no, it's half time. And they just back now. It's been 10 minutes. They're back. I'm like, what? But I just go there. Wow. So imagine how many got their tickets to say it's 8 o'clock and they relax. They don't have the STV to watch.
Yes.
Understand? They will hear on the radio to say the game is starting.
So it's maladministration, basically. Is that the reason for the commercial guys to be like, you guys?
You know, it's all about leadership. I think we have to advise where we think. People will talk anyway, whether you're right or wrong, they'll talk, it's fine. Now, what I pick up is that, remember I went to Czech Republic 2003.
Yeah.
When I was playing for Vets.
Yeah.
2003. So I met assistant coach, Chiefs assistant coach who,
Atasman?
No, assistant coach.
Dylan Shepherd.
Oh.
No, Atasman will never be an assistant to me, be a head coach. Nzeki will be a director.
Typical director.
No, just say because now basically he is. I'm just saying.
And this phenomenon.
That's why I'm going to explain why I'm saying he'll always be my coach, assistant. He'll always be my coach, and then Zeg will always be a director. You know, when they say to me, Benson, come to a team to be a director, I said, if I'm a director, it means I'm permanent. I will hire 5 coaches. Not tomorrow I'll be on the field for what?
That's exactly it.
So, divide and rule is being used by our own black people against us. And we allow it. So I went to Czech Republic. 2003. I'm 22 years old. Remember, my birthday is on the 9th of November, late. So during that time, the season started February and ended in November. Okay? So now I'll go to Czech Republic around January. Okay?
Okay.
For a pre-season. So I met Dylan there, gave me his tracksuit. They don't give you a training kit if they don't know you. Fine. So there are labs you do before.
Okay.
When you go there. The labs, the kitchen was buttocks, the Russian captain.
Okay.
He was the captain for Russia, a tall striker. And then there's laps, passing drill, and then warm up, and then you join the coach. They give you program. They don't say, come, now it's time for you to run. It's time for you. No, they give you program. They weigh you and then give you a program for gym and give you the days.
Is this a weekly, daily program?
Monthly.
Okay.
If there's changes, they'll give you changes. So there's training, strength training in between. They give you exercise. If you don't understand, you're the one that must go and fetch the physical trainer or the strength trainer to the gym and say, can you show me how must I do this and this and this? Show me this what you do to this machine, this what you do, this what you do.
So it's your responsibility to go to these guys, physical trainers.
They gave you a program according to my understanding.
Yeah. Okay.
I learned from that. Remember we had a chat offline to say, these boys are not hungry anymore.
Yes.
I was coming to that part.
Yeah. Ambition, yeah.
No,
yeah.
That's part of football.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
then
I'm still gonna say it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you talk about leadership, you say, where you are cooked, that's what you become. You talk about different schools. Ne? I want you to think like a leader, not like a follower. A leader sees an opportunity when there's chaos.
Yes.
That's a leader. Sees an opportunity when there's chaos. With me, with this chaos, it says if I can get a team given enough time, I can win the league, I can win World Cup. Provided I'm giving everything that I want, because I can pick up our faults. I can pick up where our performance went down. Remember I talked about 96, they're playing assembly, that's futsal. They're playing in the street, there's 3 victories, sponsor games, every day.
Every day.
So
Yeah.
that's why they could play and go overseas and become the best overseas. So that's what they do. Then end of the week, we play a match between 2 matches maybe. End of the week, while we are eating, the footage has been played.
Of the previous game.
No.
Of the training session.
Of what's happening in the camp.
Yeah.
Wow.
What time you went out, how you were walking to training, how you were lifting, how you were jogging,
Yeah.
how you were sprinting, how you were passing.
Wow.
There's somebody that's busy, for their cameras all over.
Yeah.
And they come and ask you, are you serious about the game? You said yes, but okay. You play your footage in front of everyone.
Wow.
And again, for me, it's good because they will understand the teammate. Okay, he's lacking there. He can improve that. Let me help him. We are a team here. You understand? If I get what was the picture, they're not exposing you.
No, it's different. No.
They're not exposing you, you're right.
They're not
Yeah.
exposing you.
Guys, listen to me. We talk about our boys lacking commitment. They're not hungry. Everyone is crying about that. They're not hungry anymore. Now I'm giving a scenario. You ask me, you know me, who I am. This is where I come from. That scenario build who I am. Anyone that engage and play with me will tell you that I was strict to the core because they are not from the same school that I'm in. I am not from School of Excellence. I'm from Europe. I've learned football from Europe. That is why people don't understand why time and focus is important.
I mean, the fact that you are really, when you walk in, you are given a training program. I've never seen that in South Africa.
No, they keep it to themselves. They tell you tomorrow. We are
They
not.
tell you tomorrow, today we are doing this. And then the next day, tomorrow, today we are doing this.
Unfortunately, we are not taught the responsibility. Okay? Now I'm a coach in a private school. Things are different. Things are done on time. But
Yeah.
now I know next week what must be done.
100%, yeah. Yeah.
The players, you must inform the parents what time you're playing, who is playing, so that they can prepare them mentally.
Yeah.
Say you're not starting, the coach will play you second half for them.
Wow.
Now, private, they say every child must play.
Okay.
So it's not about winning. Come to us development. You find the under 13 coach go bizarre when the boys lose. That's a kid. You go mad. Because you want to win by,
Any means necessary.
even if it says we're killing the trust or we build a low self-esteem to a young man. We don't care what we are building. We're killing confidence. We don't care. And that confidence, when it's gone, now I'm old, now I've got a girlfriend that makes me feel weak. Now my life it means I'm nobody. So I use my strength to feel good on myself. We're creating these monsters through what we do to them when they are young.
When they are young. So, is it you as coaches? You're coaching under 12, under 14. You've been given a job by a club, right? This is the academy. You are the under 14 coach. Obviously, you as an individual, you want to have a successful coaching career. Yes, maybe coaching under 14 is a stepping stone to greater heights. So already the pressure you put on yourself as a coach now gets projected onto these boys and girls. And hence you expect them to win at all costs, at all times, without necessarily understanding that they're still children.
Yeah.
And they still have to learn. I'll give you an example.
And love the game.
And love the game.
See, at that age.
I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I was still playing amateur 11-a-side football. And we were playing against youngsters, like under 17, under 19, right? So there's this phenomenon of 4-3-3, playing from the back. If a team's playing from the back, you must press. Now, these coaches, this is a very new phenomenon, right? But these coaches are starting to teach these under 15s, 17s, and 19s this thing. Play from the back. Now, with the team that I played for, I would notice it very quickly. From the first passing from the back, these guys are not. So if we press, we'll be able to take the ball. And it's not Rabamnati because they don't know football or they don't know how to play. Rabamnati because they're still too young
to understand the tactical reasoning why we are playing from the back. That's number one. Number two, they're under 15. How about the first touch? Not yet at least.
Wait. I disagree.
I'm speaking to your point where you're saying that we put so much pressure on our kids to win.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
No, on that, yes, but I disagree that they are too young for tactics. I disagree, totally disagree with that.
That's why they should start at 7, 8 years old.
By 15, you should be trying to get into the first team.
Yeah, we played.
You understand futsal?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was coming to that part of, the Fafa side that we played at St. Dominic's.
Yeah.
How old were we? Under 8.
Oh, yeah.
From 8, we started playing.
Oh, yeah, very young.
futsal
At that very young
at
age.
very young age. Now, coming to that situation of 15 and difference of 8, those ones, I'll say they never had an opportunity to play.
To play.
And we started that. Us.
Yes. Yeah.
We played that. And imagine when we got to under 12, they said we were old.
Because we were superior to our peers.
Matured because we played those kind of games at an early age. And we grew up playing that.
So then, to Benson's point, then we shouldn't be bashing the coaches for expecting from these under 13s, under 15s then.
No, you should ask the coach, why are you coaching under 14?
Okay.
What is the success of a development coach? What is your success as a developing coach? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you this. One of my colleagues reminded me the last time about Yusuf Mart. I've got my notes, I've got everything. So I was in and out first team, Orlando Pirates and MTC. So Yusuf Mart was not playing at all, and that boy has got range and it's got heart. So when I went down, called my coaches, my co-coaches, and asked them why this boy is not playing. They tell me, starting to go to LX, he comes back late. I said, okay, is that the reason? He said, okay, fine. And I had a word with Yusuf Mart. No, coach, I don't understand. And then just don't play me. I said, okay, it's fine. Then we went to play against Pirates in Springs in Prapan.
But it's still MTC.
MTC, yes. We're going to play against Chiefs, Derby. So one of my colleagues said, hey man, I'm worried about this position of players. I don't know how to coach and play. And they don't want me, they said I must not play. I told the boy, stay ready. I was willing to risk. Stay ready. Started the game, played, and I put him in. Support coach, imagine the player knows they don't want him to play and said, you just do it for me. So the success of a driven coach is when I watch football now as Yusuf Mart. Success of
Because you went against the grain. When they said don't play him, you played him. And
it's a kid that can see talent.
Yeah.
I win against Chiefs, and then tomorrow I read the papers. Yusuf Mart is a gangster in Cape Town. How would I feel? And I had an opportunity to change his life. A match was more important than changing a human being's life. You must choose as a person. What is important? Is a human being's life, or is that 3 points?
so what's the answer to that question that you're asking? What is success as a under 14 coach? What is your answer?
To develop a player to be better. That's my success. Win or lose, that's something else.
It's development.
Make him better. That's my success.
It's like a keeper makes a mistake at that age.
Right.
He's supposed to be grabbing the ball. No. He's learning.
He's learning.
He's still young.
He's only 12.
He's only 12. Yeah, he's only 12. I mean, it's like,
So are we using the fact that, okay, I have this job. I'm coaching Orlando Pirates NDC team. If we don't win, I'm going to lose the job. So therefore, my need to want to develop these players becomes almost second priority because now.
That is why you have leaders and you have those who are not leaders. I'm a leader. That is why I don't have a job, because I do what I have to do. If I say a person do this, it must happen to me first. Whatever consequences come, I live with it. Because at the end of the day, I've ran my race. Winning the MTC, what more can you do with my CV? My job is to take the experience and plow back. It's not for me to win anymore.
Yeah.
If God wants me to win, I will win. But my job is to take the experience and give it back to these kids. Winning what? I've done my race. I've won my race. What more do I want? I still want to win and end up well.
But you have ambitions. You're a coach. You wanna one day coach in the PSL. Maybe get a shot at the national team.
My ambition is to win World Cup. So if I can develop 8 players that I can watch and win World Cup, then my ambition is
Wow. Okay.
So would you argue that it's ego?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That the coaches then they don't actually think about the point of the job.
Yeah.
They just say, no, but if I win, then I'm going to
Yeah.
Yes.
win. I'm going to
Yes.
continue.
And the same as a parent, you want your kid to do what you have been doing instead of saying what you want.
What do you want to do?
It's an ego to say you want to post tomorrow. I've done this. No, I've lived my life. It's use of time now. It's that time now. If he needs a call to help him, I'll help him. Even if I coach fathers, I'll still help him. It's a human being. End of the day, we're all South Africans. That's something that I think we forgot. That we in South Africa, we are South Africans. We in Africa, we are Africans. I think we forgot that.
Coming to that, we had a conversation while we were driving. Yeah. He said, I've been given this kind of players. It's under 15 team. He said, yeah, I've been given this kind of players. I'm not very shaming, but they're big in terms of physique, right? He said, I want that. Those kind of players. I said, but you gotta develop.
Yeah.
Develop. Yeah, this one, make them better. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. They will end up, he said, they choose not to defend. Yeah. And I was like, you understand? So he's contradicting what he was saying. No. Yeah. I wish Coach Eish was here. Yeah.
And what I do is that I mix them. Okay, if I have a center back, a slow one, I'll mention with the quick one. Understand? If I have a good right back, then I can have an average left wing or a left back. I'm in the middle. I don't put two players that I know they have the same disadvantage. Now, when they have the same disadvantage, I'm exposing them. And when you expose kids, you're making them feel not important. So now what I do when I match them, this one when he can't run, this one can run. This one I give him credit. Okay? When he helps, I always give him credit. And what does it do to him? It hides his disadvantages. And I make them become friends. Okay, I've chosen the back, the other one don't see far, he uses his eyeglass. Okay? And I mentioned with the quick one, but he thinks it's not good enough, they're still kids. So I ask them to be friends and know each other. Those are my two subjects. They won 2 games, lost 1.
But it will be different when it comes to ADC now, because
that's where now, remember the sort of cut, that's where now I said to you, I don't believe when we say we can't teach them tactics. Fine. When now we're in the level of MTC, we have an opportunity to go and scout. So if I'm going to scout a player that cannot control the ball, who made the mistake? It's me. When we come to that level, we know what developing. We must get the best.
At MDC level.
Yes, we must. The country is too big. We have to go and get the best. That's why I say if I can be given an opportunity to select my team, look, I'll spend 3 months on the road to get the best right back that can do things without being coached. That's what football is. You know, why overseas they come and take players from Africa? They come and scout the best.
And speaking of Europe, the way they title their coaches is different to us. For us, first team coach, head coach. That side, manager.
yeah.
Why? Because as a head coach, you manage your players. You manage the players, you manage your staff, you manage everything. If I need a striker, if I need a striker, I must move around the country and look for a striker. If I can't find him, then I go to Africa. When we talk MTC, we are ready to play for the first team and compete. Now you cannot tell me with the PSL there's a cross and the person cannot connect the ball with the head. And it's an excuse.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's because agents are now phoning for players to be signed.
Not selected on merit.
No, you talk about Hama. What Hama? Because a player will call me, Coach Benson, how are you? Can you organize a team for me? I said, where are you playing?
So,
Let me come and watch you. There's no person can say, even my own home child, my own nephews, I still want to see them play. That's why they call me. I must see what they can do.
Can't just come and walk into the lineup.
No, agent they
and
follow.
again, you cannot expect Benson to be Benson and the nephew to be Benson again. That can be different.
Yeah,
It can be Magogo of Benson. And a cricketer of the side of Benson.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
the
what
sport
hard.
should be
That's
there.
what hard.
No one played football. My mom played that. My dad played school football. But I managed to play other things. You understand? But the love of sport is there.
Yeah.
You understand? So that comes to what he was saying. These boys, easy, they are walking. It's because of us. How can I make a league that is so competitive? That is a business. And to say, I need 5 under-20 players to play. You say to them, they have a position already.
They can walk
They
in.
can walk in.
So in that we are shooting ourselves.
So is that yes?
That is why we don't have supporters. Maybe that is why So I think that's an answer. We don't select or sign people that compete to a highest level.
Because now you say, in Africa, I need 5, 6, 7, and 23 players.
That's wrong.
And now, as a coach, you know that this boy is not ready.
No, not a
Because
coach.
you want to.
No, that's a business. No, that's
It's
a
a
private
business.
business.
No, but
Why you tell? No, because SAFA is cutting corners.
Yes.
SAFA should have SAFA League. It should be schools football.
Yeah.
From the schools come regional squads that belongs to SAFA to take care. That's it. SAFA must take care of
all the regions where suffer.
there should be squad. Then that money must be spent on that national on the squad because they belong from school. Now, when you start to say Vodacom, you're now starting to end because now you have a credential now must shoot between writing an exam and play. And he knows if he plays here, he can make it play. So what must he choose? We destroy our own kids with school and we're just messing up the society. We're messing up our society. SAFA must have, every province must have their own academy that belongs to SAFA. When you're good enough, you go to them. You stay there, we develop it properly. When you're good enough, you go there. And let people do their business. Let Vodacom teams do their business. Let Mutibe Foundation do their
And those teams will pick from.
And the hunger of those boys to push themselves to be in that team.
If you are good enough in the division, then we'll sign you. But now, any other country, now they say the boy must play 10 minutes and take him out. They said, that's why I'm not joking. They said 10 minutes and out. They said, I want to do it.
Wait, you were told to put in an under 23 player.
Yeah, because if
Remember, put them in 5 and then take, you can
make it start with anyone.
too quick so that I can play the one that deserves to play. I won't do it.
Wow.
It's like you having a Ria is under 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Benson is sitting outside.
So Ria must play.
Yeah, so Ria must go for 10 minutes. We call
But what does that do? What does that do to that under 23
That's
players?
why we say we're killing them by that.
And that's why they have no ambition.
Yes.
Unfortunately, divide and rule is still working.
No, this is
And
shocking.
unfortunately, if you can talk the truth, you'll be blacklisted in this industry. But this system is done purposely so that competition cannot be there. And it's affecting now the PSL itself.
So is that why it's so easy?
The firing was that when three gets your PSL is not ready.
I mean, exactly. At national level, we are so below par. So, which is why I'm asking is that why the likes of a multi-choice can come in and sponsor the league and almost monopolize South African football in that sense? Because they know that this is all just a circus. There's no ambition here. There's you know.
No, I think the intention was good, but it's backfiring because of we don't get quality anymore. Quality they're busy with now. They don't care anymore.
Yo, this needs a part 2.
I think we should do a part 2.
This needs a part 2. This is shocking. Because now, so we have 3 main sports, right, as South Africa. We have cricket, we have rugby, we have football. Yes, athletics and other sports, but these are our mainstays, right? These other 2 sports, why are they excelling this much?
I'm coaching at a private school. After busy with my boys, when I walk out, you'll find a boy with his personal coach, rugby, training, cricket.
A personal coach.
You find cricketer, training, bowling, hitting. They are working there.
So what are we doing in football?
We don't have time to prepare.
Wow.
We don't know how to prepare. We don't have facilities. If you prepare, they say okay. Children, I like the boardroom where we talk theory. They say, Eish, you tiring the boys.
Wow.
Imagine we can sit and talk football for 5 hours, but when I talk to a footballer, I'm tiring the boy. But we can talk for 5 hours. Now, we can go to seminars for the whole day. It will start in the morning, around 12, it's lunchtime. You
come back 5 o'clock, yeah.
They say,
but you can't do that for the...
We want our kids to study after school. They must do their homework and study. But we say, we tell them when we talk football. Why? Because of they are okay the way they are. No one might be better than what we had before. No one might be better than Bailey. And I think we don't want any footballer to be in charge one day. So we have to be average.
Damn.
Those who did it, those who fought like us, we are silent because we are great because we did it by hook or crook. So these ones must be average so that people cannot take them serious. That's what's happening to these young boys.
But we used to play from Saturday morning.
Yes.
The whole
day.
Mom come and call you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ria, come back home.
At 9 o'clock after my tea. Ria, let's go outside. Guys calling. We come back 5 o'clock, tired, late.
We want to watch the game.
Yes, of course, on TV.
But that's here. But you never thought of eating. Never thought of. You only hungry when you get
home.
Yeah.
And today, that culture is not there.
There's a secret. Sundowns, they spend in theory more than on the field of play. They understand exactly what to do on the pitch.
That's
the secret of Sundowns.
Yeah.
They spend time on theory. I know theory more than football.
Yeah.
You know. I meet my coaches that grew me up. It's sad. But I want to tell them face to face, to say, they're even proud to tell me that, Benson, actually you are not developed properly. Imagine at this age, the coach that coached me still has guts to say to me, you were not developed properly. It is part of my journey.
And you achieved all.
And you achieved all that you achieved. Being developed proper.
Imagine.
No, I think this needs a part 2, because we've just dived in deep into something. Look, this is I don't know about you, Dan, but this is shocking to me. Look, I've always heard the rumors and this is what happens in football, but I was like, nah, it can't be. But
like you don't think it's that
intense.
You don't think it's that intense.
There's lots of things happening, guys.
So we'd also, because I think we touched on it in previous episodes, this phenomenon of paying to play.
Yo, no, is that? Yo. Is there? There's a boy that said to me, yo, can I buy you lunch?
Why do you want to buy me lunch?
Am I buying something?
Maybe lunch is he wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
I said no problem. No? So when I'm going for lunch, no coach, can I buy lunch?
From a tap.
So I want to go to your lunch. No,
he wants to bring it. Oh, he wants to give you. Oh,
that's lunch. Me, I was okay. When are we going to lunch? Because when we eat lunch, we talk.
We talk. Yeah.
It was in South Africa.
Wow. Yeah, I think part 2, please. I think we need a part 2, Khotman. There's no way. There's no way.
There's a lot.
Because again, we heard rumors, right? I had guys that I used to play with who were very close in proximity to some of these coaches, and they were like, "Yeah, that coach. Oh no, he gets paid to play some of these guys."
No, it's true because agent will call and say, "Can you sign my boy? I'll give you something."
The question is, did you pay to go?
I didn't pay, but why must I get money? I need to win. So I must just sign because of money. To tell the truth, I've lost respect for club owners, and I've lost respect for many coaches that I believe in.
Because of a phenomenon like that.
Look, that's why I don't care even if I don't work now. Because I cannot disrespect myself and my hard work. If you're gonna give me money, you're disrespecting my hard work, disrespecting me sleeping at the train station, disrespecting me going to Mthatha. I've worked hard to do AM, and then today you're gonna give me 2,000 rand is worth the sacrifice I've made for 20 years.
Just so that you can get 90 minutes.
I rather stay home.
And to lose the game. on top.
And to lose the game. And it's not like you're that special.
Exactly.
I rather stay home.
Yeah.
Wow.
If people want to disrespect like that, I'm okay though.
This is wild. So I think then we're going to have a part 2.
I think you guys have to come back.
Yeah, we need to continue this conversation. This is. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. you understand? Because again, these are some of the things we talk about over the braai stand, sitting on our cooler boxes. You understand?
So
As fans.
So that we can.
Yeah.
When you
Sure.
see something, you become
Relaxed,
relaxed.
and it all comes out.
Yeah, all it comes up. Or like a wine.
I think we'll do a part 2. Hopefully Portia's available. If she's not, it's still fine. But this is because we are going in, and I like the fact that
we are going in. And I like the honesty and the fearlessness in not being afraid to say some of these things, especially because of the kind of guys that you are.
Imagine if we were talking about this in my prime of my career. Will I say anything?
Well, that's really.
No, because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Guys are scared to talk while they're still playing because it will jeopardize their career. Do you understand the point? So now I'm talking because I'm over and done.
Yeah, it's just that Benson says you achieve what you achieve. That now it's time to.